Hey gang, welcome back to another episode of the latest edition of the Unmotorized Moment of Inspiration. I got a short, simple message I want to bring to you guys today, and it's simply this. Life's all about emotion, right? You've heard this tons of times. I'm going to share a little example I have of this. The other day I was having a client call, a new client call for the most recent emergence process, 90 days. And what emergence is it's not a, it's not a coaching program. It's not a chiropractic consulting thing. And no, what it is it's finding a way to clear the shit out of your mind so you could get stuff done that you want in your life over 90 days. It's by setting targets and accountability. But that's another topic. We can talk about that later. Hi, Lori. Hi, Tammy. How are you guys doing? But I was having an initial application call, right? An initial application phone call for the emergence process with this client. And I started asking them about what are the targets that you want to have set and accomplish over 90 days? What are the results that you want to see? And their emotions were kind of like, hey, hi Kelly, how are you doing this morning? Let's say their verbiage and their excitement were about a level 2. If we were talking a level out of 100, I mean, it was like, yeah, I want to do this. And I'm like, I stopped them in the middle of it. And I said, stop. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about your kids. All of a sudden, the energy and the excitement completely changed. They were like, blah, 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 and I said, stop. What would happen if you put as much emotion and excitement into your targets as you have for your kids, which I absolutely love that you have that much excitement. But what would happen if you just put an ounce of that into your targets and what you were trying to accomplish? And they sat back, and they're like, And it got quiet, and I'm thinking, they're probably going to hang up on me. Hi, Zach. What's happening, man? Thinking they're probably going to hang up on me. And then I thought, you know what? This isn't about me. And then all of a sudden I started hearing tears. They started crying. They're sobbing on the phone. And I'm going, hi, Rex. Thinking, what's going on in your mind right now? And they're like, you're right. I've lived completely numb. Everything I've ever wanted, I put on the bypass. I put on the side. It's time that changes. So she's going to freaking be a completely different person in 90 days, I guarantee it. Another side that goes with this, perfect story, perfect analogy. I had a patient when I practiced in Tucson. In our practice in Tucson, we had 8 tables, 1 table. Zach, you know this story. I know this story. You've been to a lot of the classes I talked about, so you'll know this. And 8 tables, 1 room. And this gentleman came in, we'll call him Jim. About 6'7", 6'8", weighed about 340, 400, big guy. And he came in with his goal of he wanted to lose weight. Now, chiropractic and losing weight, they don't really go together. They're 2 very different things. But that was his goal. So he came in, and I gave him some suggestions. I pointed to an exercise person, a dietitian, the things to kind of evolve to get things going. And he came in one day. When it's happy hour, I mean, it was busy office, things were happening. And he comes in and kind of brushes up against me and said, it's not working. And I look at him like, Jim, you see other people here? Like, Jim, what's not working? And he says, it's not working. I'm not losing any weight. And I said, well, are you going to the workouts? Are you exercising? Are you sticking to the meal plan? All that stuff we talked about? He's like, yeah, it's not happening. I'm not losing anything. And I'm like, yeah, but didn't you say your reflux was getting better? And those headaches that you were having, those are also bit improved too, right? He goes, yeah, I don't have those anymore. That's pretty cool. I'm like, all right. And the only reason that Jim started coming to the clinic, first of all, was because his family had been coming and they were seeing such amazing results. So he said, I'm in, I'll figure it out. But it wasn't getting the goal he wanted, which was losing weight. So 2 weeks later, Jim comes in, and again, it's happy hour, and it's adjusting like crazy. People are all over the place, and Jim comes remember, he's 6'7", 6'8", 300, 400 pounds, brushes up against me and said, Dr. Bain, it's not working. And I looked at him, and I said, okay. So I grabbed him by the arm, which I would not recommend doing to a large man, but I did it. Walked him into my office, said, sit down. He sat down. I took a piece of paper, slapped it on the desk in front of him, slapped a pen down, and I said, write. Write down what you will gain by losing this weight. And he's sitting there, and he's looking like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what will you gain by losing all this weight that you're so told wanting to lose? And he starts writing things such as, I'll have more energy for my kids. Maybe I'll be able to play with my kids on the floor when I get home from work. Maybe I'll be able to take my wife out. Maybe I'll have more energy to do other things that I want to do. And all of a sudden, within about 9 or 10 things that he wrote, tears started coming down his eyes. Got him. I just attach an emotion to this. And I said, Jim, all right, here's what you're going to do. You're going to take that sheet of paper. You're going to put it in the mirror, on the mirror. So every morning when you wake up, you look at that. When you're thinking about all this losing weight, I don't want you to think about losing anything. I want you to think about what you're going to be gaining from this. So he starts doing this. Guess what happened within 2 weeks? Yeah, Jim's weight started dropping off of him. His life started returning. It's think about what is the thing in your life that you need to attach emotion to. Stop living numb. Numbness sucks. Nobody gets anything done when they're numb. What's the passion and excitement you need to bring to it? If it's the emergence process, great. Check it out. Inspired Nation Online /emergence. If that's for you, great. We'll set up an application. If it's not, great. I don't care. It's not about me. That is the challenge I have for you. Identify in your life today, where do you need to bring more emotion? Do it. Watch what happens. That's the uninspired motorized moment of inspiration. Until next time, you know what to do. Stay inspired.